The king's final wish, a father's plea to his warring sons. Let's be honest, we've all watched the royal family drama unfold with a kind of can't look away fascination. It's got everything: love, betrayal, sibling rivalry, and the overwhelming weight of a centuries old crown. But lately, the headlines have shifted from mere spectacle to something that feels deeper, something that tugs at the heartstrings. This isn't just about protocol and pageantry anymore. It's about a father, a king, fighting a battle against time itself, desperate to heal his family before it's too late. Think about King Charles for a moment. Not the monarch, but the man. For nearly his entire life, his destiny was a single looming title: king. He watched, he waited, he prepared, while the world speculated about his every move. And when the crown finally settled upon his head, it wasn't the triumphant, peaceful ascension he might have dreamed of. His family was fractured, the public's eye was skeptical, and the clock, it turns out, was ticking louder than anyone knew. Now, with the shadow of a cancer diagnosis hanging over him, the whispers from inside the palace walls have grown into a roar. There's a profound sense of urgency in King Charles's actions. Social media is buzzing with talk of his demands, and it's easy to see why. This isn't the power play of a stubborn ruler. This is the final, heartfelt campaign of a man who can see the finish line. He's not trying to control the narrative for vanity's sake. He's fighting for his legacy, yes, but more importantly, he's fighting for his sons. The most poignant rumor swirling through the corridors of power is that Charles is considering stepping down. Imagine that. After a lifetime of waiting, he would willingly pass the throne to Prince William. It speaks volumes about the physical and emotional toll of his illness. But here's the heartbreaking catch. Insiders suggest he's holding on because he fears William isn't quite ready. It's a father's ultimate dilemma, wanting to shield his child from a burden until he's strong enough to bear it. So what is he waiting for? What is the one thing that would allow him to rest, to finally lay down the weight of the crown with a peaceful heart? He's waiting for a miracle, not a political one, but a personal one. He's waiting for his boys to find their way back to each other. Let that sink in. The future of the world's most famous monarchy might just hinge on two brothers deciding to talk it out. King Charles knows, with a clarity that only mortality can bring, that the moment he is gone, Prince William will be left standing alone on the world's most isolating stage. The pressures, the scrutiny, the impossible decisions, who could possibly understand that unique gilded cage of royal life? Only one person: his younger brother, Harry. It doesn't matter how many advisors, courtiers, or loyal friends you have. No one understands the peculiar gilded cage of royal life like the person you grew up with inside it. Charles sees the ghost of his own past in their feud. He knows all too well the price of familial discord, the corrosive regret that follows, and the public scars it leaves behind. He lived through the devastating fallout of his own failed marriage to Princess Diana, a chapter of his life that will forever be scrutinized and lamented. He doesn't want his sons to be haunted by the same what-ifs. So his demand is the simplest and most complex one in the world. Let bygones be bygones. It sounds almost naive, doesn't it? After all the interviews, the memoirs, the hurtful words flung across oceans, can it really be that simple? From a king's perspective, it has to be, because the alternative, a permanently broken House of Windsor, is unthinkable. He envisions a monarchy that is resilient, united, and capable of weathering the storms of the modern world. And that vision is impossible as long as William and Harry are on opposing teams. This is more than a strategic move for the crown. This is a dad looking at his two sons and saying, "You only have each other. When I am gone, you are each other's living memory. You are the keepers of your shared childhood, the guardians of your private jokes, the only two people on Earth who know what it was like to grow up in that specific, extraordinary fishbowl. He's trying to build a bridge, not for the sake of the throne, but for the sake of their souls. So far, Buckingham Palace remains silent, maintaining a stoic facade, but the silence is deafening. It speaks of private meetings, of urgent letters, of a king using whatever time he has left not to consolidate power, but to plead for peace. The world is watching, waiting to see if a king's final wish will be granted. Will the prince and the duke listen? Can the bonds of brotherhood triumph over years of public acrimony? The answer will define not just the future of the monarchy, but the legacy of a father who, in the end, just wanted his family to be whole.